observation. Up on your mealworms, we want to make a good observation. When the timer goes off, mealworms need to go back to their homes. And I need you in your seat. You've got about 20 seconds. So you can make a good observation. If you need to use write-up, you can use time later today to do that. Remember, your write-up, each observation should be at least 4 sentences.
Can we come back? Can we come after school if you don't come?
You can. You can come after school.
I wondered if they have wings, how come they don't come out? And how come they have wings?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Oh,
yeah, I love all your questions. I bet you could do an experiment to see.
I would give wings to that.
Because ours aren't moving, and we have 4 Asian.
Okay, I need you to put your mealworms back at their homes.
I'll take the ones that are not You're scared they'll fly away?
Okay.
Wait, Zoe,
When you want to cook the noodles?
I would be very careful and observant that there's hot plates right behind you.
We're gonna put like
Okay, mealworms back in our seats quickly. Come on, guys.
I swear our whole new word.
The next one is we have folder. And then this is what we're going to talk about.
Oh, it's gone.
Get ready to do it.
All right, seats, Joshua, seats.
This is somebody's bag. Wait, this one? Yes.
Okay, eyes on me. Okay, today what we're going to be doing today and tomorrow is we're going to be doing fun play tectonic learning stations, okay? This is how we will do, okay? Here in a second, I will number you off 1 through 6, okay? Your number will be your new group for the next few days as we're doing these activities. Everybody understand? I feel like I have people that are not looking at me. I'm going to wait till I get everyone's eyeballs. Thank you, so much better. Okay, so what we're going to do is there's stations. You'll see that there's stations. They're numbered, okay, on the board. So when we move, if you're like, where's station 3? It's on the board, okay? The front of the class is the whiteboard, so number 3 is here in this corner, okay? And station number 6 is in that corner, okay? Really quickly, every station has a station card with instructions and questions. We want to record these. Where do you record stuff from lab?
In our notebook.
In your lab notebook, okay? Make sure you label the station number, okay? You don't have to, some of them have names, that's fine. You don't have to put that necessarily. It might help you remember what the station was, okay? But definitely want you to number them and keep it organized. I will be checking your lab notebooks, okay? You want to answer all the questions to the best of your ability. Every station I will give you 15 minutes to complete. Some stations are long. Some stations are really quick. With the stations that are quick, what did I tell you yesterday we'd be doing with our extra time? You're going to be working on your model, okay? Your papers are up here. You're going to grab your paper. You're going to continue working on your model if you have extra time. And some of you will have some extra time at each station, okay? So you're just going to keep moving with your paper and work. So the first station, if you have extra time, you can come. You're in here, okay, is your model that you started yesterday, okay? So you can go ahead and start working on those. All right, so real quick, this station's going to look familiar. Deja vu, we've looked at an egg before. We're going to look at it again, okay, a little bit more in depth with the shell because those are our plates, okay? 1 per team, okay? So 1 per group, not 1 per student, 1 per team, okay? Just save me on some eggs, okay? This station, after you follow the directions, you'll have some waste material. I want the waste material to go into the blue bucket, okay? This station, most important of all, we are using a hot plate. Hence the word hot, it means it, okay? And that includes everything around there. I already had part of a blue bucket get shoved up against the side and it melted because guess what? It's hot, okay? So make sure that you're paying attention to what you're doing and what you're putting in. You don't want to touch that, okay? This one has some instructions about some foam pieces. You only need to use 1 beaker. I had two set up because I was having problems with getting the water to boil on both of them, but now I've got them going. So you can just pick one beaker, and you're going to do the observation, just the one beaker, and put the foam. It talks about putting the, getting the pieces out, okay? You want to be very careful, like you're playing operation, not to touch the edge of the beaker, because otherwise you're going to knock it over or slide it off, okay? So just like you're playing operation, the tongs don't want to touch the edge, okay? If you do it like that, there won't be any hazards and no mistakes, okay? You want to be very careful. And remember, we're acting like we're in the serious lab, so safety is a big priority, okay? Over here, this one's self-explanatory. It talks about same density beads. That means you can pick different colors. I recommend avoiding the yellow ones. They're hard to see, okay? The other colors, the orange and the pink, show better in the test tubes. And when you get to the station, I'll tell you which one is corn syrup and which one's oil, because sometimes it's a little hard to tell. All right, this station over here has some maps, okay? There's a stack of maps that don't have lines on them, and there's a stack of maps with lines on them and labels of plates. You need to label, okay, outline the plates on your map, okay? You're going to put your name on this one. This one is not for you to take. This is mine. And you're going to label the plates. Once you've labeled the plates and you've got them all drawn, you can color them, which helps you keep track of which plate is which, okay? But label and do that first, okay? So if you're going kind of slow, coloring can happen later on if you need it to be. And the last stations are, Station 5 is a computer station, and there's a list of faults that I want you to research, okay? If you go to one website, doesn't have what you want, go to the next website, okay? It'll be pretty easy. Remember, .govs are usually really great websites, okay? But if you find one that looks like a legitimate website, that's fine. And you want to answer 3 questions to your best of your ability, okay? You may have to read a little bit of information to obtain that, okay? And these computers, already are logged, 2 of them are already logged in. If I need to log into the other one, we can. Okay? Any questions? All right? I'm going to number you off. The number that you are is the first station that you will go to today. Okay? You'll have 15 minutes. You want to work diligently. Read the whole instructions before you start doing or playing with anything. Remember to be very careful at station number 4 because we have some hazards there. Okay? Any other questions? Okay, excellent. All right, I'm going to start numbering you off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Go to the station that's your number. That is your new partner you're going to be traveling with for the next few days. What is that? Shh, quietly. Make sure you read the instructions. Pay attention right here. This side is milk, okay? Not this one. Okay? Pay attention.
So we need to ask her which is this one.
Here. And here's the procedures. Here's all your questions. Okay? Just getting one beaker, and you can listen to it already been cut up. Okay? Just need about 4 or 5 of those. Okay? So just be very, very careful about the beakers. Okay? So make sure you label your station very clearly, and you answer all the questions. Okay? You don't have to write the procedures down, just the questions, the answers to the questions on each station. Okay? Make sure when you get on your station, you're going to throw an egg in the away that makes a knife. Hey Zoe, have you used this computer over here? It's already logged in.
First pour 100 ml carbonated water.
So then we'll only answer it down, so we'll figure it out. Huh? This is corn syrup, that's whale. Okay?
Okay, so we drop them in all at once.
It doesn't matter. You're just watching them move and how the density affects, okay?
So Ms. Morrow, you want us to put these in water?
What does the instructions say? What are the procedures? Rachel has them. What does it say to do? The instructions. And if you don't understand after you read the instructions, I will answer your question. But always read the instructions first. Always reading the instructions first. Very good. Don't forget to label the plates, okay, the names of the plates.
So are we gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 4?
No, we just go to the next one.
I will, yes, exactly. We'll rotate number. Don't worry about it. Focus what you're doing your station on. I will give you directions before we move. Okay, you just place it in there. Just drop it in. Very good. Okay. Now you need several more. You can actually just don't touch it because it won't splash. There you go. Rachel.
Oh wait, that was number 2.
Very good. Okay. Now you're gonna observe what happens. Okay. We're pretending. What are the foam pieces supposed to represent? Plates, right? Plates. And then the water. What would the water? What do you think that would represent? Yes, exactly. Exactly. Very, very good. Okay. So watch what happens. Okay, and you answer all those questions. There's room now. This sheet right here. Okay. I answer all those 6 questions. Okay. So you're gonna describe how does it move? How does it relate to plate tectonics? Okay. Make sure you label it station 4 in your lab notebook. Okay. How are they moving?
Some of them are going up.
They go up, and they go down. Very good. And then how does it relate behavior to the raisin compared to the Earth's mantle? Do you remember the Earth's mantle? How did the raisins behave? Think about green beans and rice. Do you remember green beans and rice that we did? Okay. Think about the raisin like that. Okay. What do you think is going on? Okay, do you see all the layers? All right. Yes.
Wait, this is. There you go.
So yes, this part is North American natural. Yes. Very good. I'll give you just a second. Geological events like
Earthquakes happen.
yeah, is there a mountain? You tell me. That's what I'm asking. Geological events is an earthquake, a mountain, something cool happening. Okay. What's going on? Yeah.
How much time we have to do
And now that you're finished, you're going to move on and start working on your model. Okay.
Name the different layers of the earth.
They will. They pop up and down. There's a lot more motion at the very beginning.
Miss Bonner's
Okay, make sure you answer all the questions in your lab notebook.
Are you trying to get the raisin to go out?
Focus on what you're doing. Okay, Raymond, we're right here. Right? Okay. What you're going to do, you're going to do it. So, that's the cool part. We're on the board. Okay, so we figured it out? All right. Answering the questions? Okay. Does it look like plates, you think? Is that kind of how it works? You see how they kind of start moving together? Isn't that kind of cool? Good call. No, you have 8 more minutes. You can go ahead and get your okay. Yep. Be working on it. If you want to borrow colored pencils, you can. station. You're just gonna stay in your station till I tell you to move.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we should put it somewhere. What were your
Trying to figure out how it relates to the mantle.
I think the same one.
And how does this motion
Yeah, exactly.
affect
It's
the
the same one.
comments? But do you think the motion affects the environment? Maybe it does.
Because they were high.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Lots of, yeah. Well, it is smaller, but of course
It's a real world. What do you think?
well, I know that the things still like they move closer together. Lots of it, isn't it? Like so much special when they move. Lots of it.
Very good. Very good. Huh? We just talked about, it's like this.
I would say
Cross section.
we need to get back to it.
Okay. Like if I took a sheet of pie. Yes, Connie.
How are the plates moving? Isn't it about like how fast?
No, more so I want to see like, are they moving divergent, this, okay? Together, away, apart, side by side.
The very middle. Predict what would happen if we condense.
You got it? You have an aha moment over here?
I'm just not sure how to do it.
Okay, that's okay. He's getting it though. I love it when y'all have those aha moments. I get it. It's a good thing. Okay, what do you need? What do you need for it? Okay, let me give you another one. Okay, make sure this goes in and you have it, okay? So you have it tomorrow because you'll need it tomorrow as well. Okay, y'all done with your observation? Do you want me to remove it or would you want to be like to help remove the pieces? Okay, come here. I tell you, come over here because it might be easier. Okay, remember it's like playing Operation, right? Okay, so just don't touch the things, the sides of the beaker. Just go in. And you're gonna place it right in this bucket. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to get. There we go. Okay.
How is the behavior of the raisin? So
Yes, wait a minute.
question on the oceanic does the shock that come up
Oh. All right, we're going to go to the dense leading edge of the ocean and actually pulls the rest of the plate into the mantle. Sucks it out.
well, she just came up here.
Okay, and subduction. Okay, where the two plates meet. So what happens is, okay, so I've got plates right here.
Oh, I get
And
it.
then sucks them down right here, okay? And that's what gets and then subduction. Does that make sense?
So like, it's not like
It's
that,
like-
it's like that.
It's like this. Okay, so here's the plate, they're right here, like here, okay, and what happens is this one gets subducted down in that direction. Does that make sense?
So the straight plate comes in and.
Yes, exactly. That's very good, it's very good, I like it. Remember, on your student-generated model, I want detail as far as directions. You don't have to be a great artist, but I want things labeled. So if I looked at it, I knew what you were trying to explain to me, okay? Just like if you read it in a science textbook. It has directions and labels, okay? And it makes sense, okay? You've never heard about plate tectonics before. I can look at your model and I can understand. How's it going? Good. Tommy, Zoe, y'all good? Y'all find cool information? Are there some cool pictures about fall? You didn't say no there. Okay. There's some big geological events that are there, right? Very cool. So what kind of, are the plates pushing together really hard? You've got a subduction zone. You're very good. Good information. Good information. Y'all are good researchers. Yes, baby.
So if they
Not quite. You could, because what you need to do is you need to draw one's going up under the other. Like this. Going subducting under. Think it through. Read it again and try to think about how it looks, okay?
Wait, you were supposed to do convection currents.
You're supposed to read the information, okay, for the different plates and then draw, okay? Right here where it has the question, okay? All right, I tell you what, looks like everyone's about done at their station, has gotten good information, and has come to some new realizations about plate tectonics. Listen very closely. Eyes on me. Thank you. Okay, what you're going to do is if you're at station 1, you're going to go to station 2. If you're at station 6, you're going to go to station 1. Does that make sense? We're all going to rotate to the next number. Okay, and number 6 is going to go back to 1. Okay? So let's go ahead and get our things. Make sure your station's clean and back to the way it was. You can just keep them. Keep your student-generated models with you for the next station. Which one were you at? You got a 4.
What do we do with these?
I'm going to take care of it. But thank you, Trey, for asking.
It's going to be kind of hard.
Oh, I'm switching it up. Huh? What? Look at the 4. What does it say? Size the computer. Okay, at your new station. We're ahead of schedule. I love it. Okay, at our new station, you want to make sure you read all the directions and answer all the questions. Y'all can pick different ones, okay? Pick different ones.
This phone on is trying to give it like for the place we just want that one here down.
I know, I kind of understand. I know it helps. That's actually what that is earthquake radiation. Okay, make sure y'all really careful around the hot plates, okay? With all of yourself and all your items. Yeah, this will tell you exactly what to do. If you have any questions, let me know. You just need one here. Just do one. Do you have any questions? Let me just tell you, this is oil, and this one is corn syrup. Okay? And that one's water, and that's air.
Because somebody recognized it, right?
Should we use this one? Is Bonnie, do we just use this one?
You can cut, just you want to cut the little pieces, and there's some that are already cut up too, you can use those.
Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah, those, and that's about the size, you want about 5 pieces of those size, okay? But you can use to cut up, so use 5 pieces, this is a little bit harder to cut. Excellent. Making plates.
Oh, I thought that was a firecracker. That was hot.
Huh?
It smells so good.
It smells good?
I love that. Of course you chose to put water in it.
No, you can put them in there. Good question. Okay, you're gonna use that one? Ouch. Make sure you label each plate. Okay. Make sure you label all the plates. You have good luck. There you go. That might be a good one. You can look at that.
Don't touch that, Danny. I touched that and I
And if you don't find anything on the website, can you go to just check it? Corbin, where's your line notebook? You need to find it, okay? You've got to source it, okay? You need it by tomorrow, okay? Check your locker. It might have fallen in the black hole. You'll all have black holes in your lockers.
I do. I like the one that was
Okay, wait, so this one that, so when we're done with this, we take the razor and
This, we
Yes,
had
we
the,
did.
this one sounds so good. We had sugar, salt,
What?
yeast. Of course my group decided water. Water, not carbonate, but water. Which made it lose its carbonation. And not a single raisin went up.
Oh, no.
Looks like it does, but
So what's happening to the plates? What did how they You're shaking, but look how they're kind of, have you seen how they gone together? Kind of cool.
there.
We left him there for a bit. Do you see how the earthquake activity along the plates?
Yeah, that's how the outline they occur because this one pushing
Oh, so the mountain range. Very good observation. I love it. Good connection.
Oh, yeah.
Little geography and science all in one. Mountain ranges and plate tectonics. To figure out how the plates are moving. Has skin through it.
So there, what, just a bunch of raisins. Yeah, I like that.
They have sensor cars at the bottom.
Cut your egg.
Left.
What is that? What's horizontal slide?
Except that one
Oh,
over
the condition of how, like,
You getting good information now?
all right.
What do you think?
I think it's
This one's oil. And this one right here.
Okay, does that help? Make sure you answer all the questions. To get all the questions.
Thank you.
Turn this one, they kind of push up against each other. Oh, see that? There we go up. Interesting. How do you think that relates to plates? Oh, maybe a volcano, maybe something else.
Like a mountain.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. Yeah.
This. Or is it not this big?
Okay. That's what happens. You see? There's the trench. Does that make sense? One goes to subduction underneath, right? Did you read what it says? Okay? That's what we're talking about.
Okay, because I'm thinking about like this. It's like
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Subduction means it's going up under. Up under.
I know what to do next.
Does that help you understand plates a little bit? Good.
Okay, Miss Bunny, when we're done, we just kind of
When you're done, you're gonna throw it all away, except for the knife. Keep the knife for me. You're gonna throw everything else away. And clean this thing up so there. And then you can work on your student generated model, right? Don't forget, if you get extra time to be working on your model, use your time wisely. Good use of time, Noah. Rachel, did you get good answers? Did you find what you needed? Good job. Go ahead and close out the. There you go. Now you can work on your model, okay? Okay, you ready to take them out? All right. So it's like operation.
Finger bobber.
There we go. Good job. You gonna take them out? The rest of them? All right, perfect. Like operation. Touch the edges. You can touch a little bit. There you go. Good job. That's better.
Epic steps.
but is that right?
Not entirely. But we'll talk about right afterwards. We're going to chance to correct our models.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is too straight. These two sticks.
Huh? on your student-generated model, please.
Like that.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you about 1 more minute at your station. It looks like everyone's at a point where they finished everything, so we're going to move in about 1 minute, okay? Until then, work on your models. We're going to correct it after I lecture, okay?
Wait a minute, are we just supposed to be reading all of this?
Read it and then you draw it.
How?
By what it said. You create a model by what it told you it looks like. Right? Just follow the directions. It asks you what it looks like and it has questions in there. Follow the directions, it'll make more sense. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and have with our lab notebooks and our models. We're going to go ahead and move to the next station. Move to the next station. Very careful. Walk. Okay, water. Make sure you read all the instructions before you do anything. Okay, so you're going to choose separate walks. Here's your blank map. Right here.
Just right there. Drop the plate. It's limited.
Okay, pay attention. Okay.
Observe what each object does.
Okay, this one, just saying, actually, this one has what now? All of this it's a little tiny, like a drop. Describe the natural mineral. This donut, is this oil?
Oh, yes. That one's corn syrup. And this one is
What's that paper? That was one. Procedure. The hot plate should be turned on hot. Carefully fill the pot.
We've already done that. Maria, she can skip some of that.
How many of these?
Yep, so you use phone, this is. And you just need about 5 pieces about these sizes. Okay?
Guys, stick.
This has the highest Yes. This has the highest to the lowest. Okay. What happens when layers of rock with different densities collide? Carefully place your piece of foam on the surface of the water. The water has a steam or tiny bubbles at the bottom of the pan as you place the foam.
Here we go. Okay, so now observe what happens
with your pieces and how to move because I'm gonna take one of these out. Just a little too big.
It's 5 minutes. 2 minutes. We're starting to
Okay, the bell's about to ring in 1 minute. Some of y'all have gotten a chance to make your observations and see what you did, but you're not had a chance to answer questions. That's where you'll start tomorrow. Okay, you're going to start at the same station. So we come into class, we're going to get the same groups, the same stations, and we'll start over. If you haven't made your observation, you'll make your observation. If you've made your observation today, you'll just answer the questions tomorrow. Does that make sense? Okay? And we're going to continue to rotate through. Okay? Does everybody understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the bell rings, you are dismissed. Just remember what station you're at and where you need to begin tomorrow when we come in.
Do we go ahead and take the
2 minutes.
Y'all are good. Y'all can just start over and answer your questions. Okay?
do we go ahead and take it out?
I'll take it out. You go ahead and start answering your questions. I'll take it out.
Do we have Bible?
No, give me.
Oh, so we have to
Okay, you're dismissed. Remember which station you're at. That's where we will begin.
Well, I take that back. Did you label all the